Hi there, my name's Kate, and the guy you'll see in and out of the video is the husband, Nigel. We ride electric hardtail mountain bikes, thoroughly enjoy it, but we're seniors, we don't ride the high technical routes that the youngsters ride. We like off-road, scenic, safe, non-technical routes, and hopefully this is one. Today's ride is from Lowther Castle near Penrith, and we're heading along some of the Lowther trails up onto Askham Fells, where there's panoramic views right across Ullswater. Go. Parked up at Lowther Castle Cafe, the big car park itself. Parking here at the moment is free, and we're going to head off along one of their trails down by the river. Now the beauty of the castle is, apart from the gardens that you can have a look around and a play area for the kids, you've also got a cafe, which is really good, and you have toilets. Also from here, Aragon's, a local Penrith cycle shop, does the hire out of electric bikes, and this is from one of the little pods where they hire the cycles. There you go, you can hire them half day or full day and get off up the Askham Fells. Just give you a slightly better view of Lowther Castle. Now the plan for us is to go through the gates you see on the right hand side, and then follow the trail that goes in front of the castle gates there, and we'll hit the trail that goes down by the river. To the left there, through those gates, the metal ones, you've got the cafe. I'll just slip across before we hit the trail. Quick view of the cafe, because it is lovely. Nice little courtyard, and as I say, toilets essential. And off we go. Looking straight ahead, you've got Penrith on the fell side, or the hillside on the far side. I'm coming, and we're out through the gates. Hi there. And this is a popular walking route in the area. You've got 2 to 3 miles of coarse gravel trail. Goes down by the side of the River Lowther. Fairly easy. And here we go, we hit the woods, heading down into the river bottom. Now we ride the Cube hardtail electric mountain bikes. How do? And they've got the Bosch CX performance motors in them. Really impressed with them. I mean, these bikes are beasts, they're fantastic. We have so much fun. And hence the purpose of these videos. We found when we got these bikes about 18 months ago, it was difficult to find nice routes that were off-road. that we were able to ride. There was plenty of the ones that were the high-tech up the hill mountain biking routes that the youngsters ride. There's lots of them in books and on YouTube, but there was very little saying, this is for you seniors, this is for those that don't want the technical rides, but they would like to ride off-road, because there is a lot more of us than there used to be. And no wonder, I mean, these bikes are so much fun. So we're going actually down by the river now. It really is glorious. It's the beginning of May. I think it's about 17 degrees. Slight bit of cloud. A little bit of wind. So as I say, a lovely, dry, hardcore surface. Loose rocks, small rocks, but a good surface. And here we come out with a little bit better view of the River Lowther, and we're looking out onto the Helton Fells. You've got the village of Helton across to the right hand side, and later on in the ride those fells are where we're going up. So currently we're riding through part of the Lowther estate. They've put a few trails or routes together for you to ride in the area, and of course you'd then hire potentially the e-bikes, if you haven't got your own, that is. Hire the bikes from the castle there and head off. It's a good way of testing out whether you like the e-bikes, and to be honest, you can't fail but to like them. It puts so much fun back into life. So out through this little gateway, we are going to turn left onto a minor road, and it is a very minor road. So we've done a mile and a half on this little minor road. We've actually met a car this time. Usually we don't. Are you doing the honours, Poppet, and I'll zoom through? Clear out the way, sheepy bears. Kate's coming through. Through the gate. Short stretch to the second gate. Absolutely splendid views. I'll just pause for a moment just to show you the views as we came through that gate. We're looking out across up onto Helton Fell, and where that bright green grass meets the fell side, just atop of that, that's where we're going to be riding shortly. And we're going to cycle right along through to where, if you can see it right on the skyline, there's a row of cars. So that's where we're heading. So out of the gates, and we turn left along another country lane. And we've just come 2.5 miles along these country lanes, and we're going to jump into Brampton Grange. Now, these country lanes really only service the farms and a couple of houses that are up on this road. So it really is very, very quiet lane. We've got a T-junction ahead, and we're going to turn right to go through Brampton Grange itself. Left will take you up through Roskill towards Shap. And here we go. Brampton Grange. A lovely little picturesque village. Sleepy village. Now we're going to go over the bridge and turn immediately left. Now, if you wanted to miss out this next section of the ride, instead of turning left here, you could go to the right and go through Brampton and join up with the route. So you ride up the tarmac road, it goes straight across, heading for Swindale, which is a little village at the dead end in the valley there. But we're going to turn right onto the concrete road. And this is it. Concrete all the way. Good surface. As I say, motor cars aren't allowed. Permissible for cycles. Amazing. We'll take this route through to, it joins the road and head for Brampton. This is a lovely, easy off-road route. I'm not sure of the length, but I've got a feeling it might be something like 7 or 8 miles long. So we're just coming down off the concrete road onto the road, which is the Haweswater through to Askham Road. We're going to turn to our right and head for Brampton. To the left takes you to the reservoir Haweswater itself, which is a dead end. Hello. And obviously in the summertime, although this is a quiet road, probably for about 8 months of the year, come summer, you're going to get a lot of tourists using this route just to get through to the reservoir and the views and the walking that it has from there. So we've now done just short of 10 miles and we're cycling into Brampton. Now this is a little village. We used to have 2 pubs, but they're both closed. Although the one on the left here, the Mardale Inn, is trying to be purchased by the community so that it can reopen. Ahead of us, that little property has multifunctions. It's a cafe, it's a B&B, it's a post office and a little shop. And we're going to have a pit stop here before we continue along our ride. So turning left out of the junction, we head for a pit stop at the cafe, and then carrying along here where that telephone kiosk is on the left hand side, we're going to turn left. It's uphill, so I'm going to drop my gears down and actually put the power up. Now this is a very, very quiet country lane, uphill. So looking across there, those white houses is where, oh, there's the telephone kiosk, the little red dot just to the right of the village of Keld, is that?
So that's Knipe.
Knipe. Close. I knew it was a K word. That was close. Yeah, that's where we come from. And then as you look up the hill, you've got the barn and a little bungalow at the top. That's the route we came down. It's just nice to get your bearings, isn't it? Okay, onwards. So continuing to climb along this route. So ahead just goes to a farm, and we're going to turn right through this gate onto the most well-maintained minor road I've ever seen. There was nothing wrong with this road, but they've resurfaced it. So through the gate, we're on to, as I say, the most amazingly maintained, well-surfaced country lane I've ever seen. And this is just a route from A to B on the hillside, past a couple of farms, with a couple of gates. Oh, in fact, I've got another one shut. So you're not going to come this way in a car unless you have to. And it's just perfect for us. Views are panoramic. We'll actually go in parallel with the Askham, Helton to Brampton Haweswater route. So it's a few miles long. And I think it's just put in specifically for us. I love it. I know you true mountain bikers will be going, if any of you are watching it, which I doubt very much you are, but if you are, you'll be going, oh my God, how boring. But for us, this is just what we want. Certainly at this point, because we're going to be going up Askham Fells shortly. That's lovely and off-road, and a complete contrast to what we're doing at the moment. Now then, little ones, it's all right. Oh, you got a sore leg. Okay, steady on. Steady. And I'm just gonna go slowly down here, soaking up the views. It's fantastic. Just wondering where the wild ponies are. So you can see where the cars are up on the left-hand side, just short of the horizon. You've got a white van, and then to the right, the parked cars. That's where we're going to end up. We're going to go down this road. We then join the Askham through to Brampton Road and turn immediately left onto a track that takes us up onto the fell there. And we're then going to ride across the fell and see where we decide to go, because I want to try and get you some wonderful views of Ullswater from up there. The sky's quite blue. Visibility looks reasonably good, so we should be able to do that. Amazing. I know we should be flying down here, but it's just much too scenic to want to miss it. At this point, we've done 13 miles. So we're across this road, we've done 13.8 miles. Helton is along the more major road to the left, but we're going to turn back on ourselves left up here. And this is a poorly maintained tarmac road, really. It's to a farm, and then it heads off onto a bridleway, taking us up onto the first part of Helton Fell, and then across onto Askham Fell. So this is where the tarmac lane goes round to the left to the farm, and this is the bridleway. Saying there, Pooley Bridge 3 miles. That would be across the fell, but today we're not going to go as far as Pooley Bridge. I just want to get up onto the fell and show you the magnificent views across Ullswater itself, and show you what a lovely place it is to ride. called the Askham Fell Loop, the section that we're on at the moment. And onwards from that gate up onto a lovely grassy track. The path that leads up to the gate, as you'll have noticed, is a stony, loose gravelly type route. A little bit rough, but quite rideable. Ooh, this little roadway that comes out of Helton itself just goes to one of the farms. And this is where everybody who wants to go walking on the fells seems to park their cars. Now just noticing ponies over there. I think I'll go to the right, Nigel, instead of going straight on, and see if I can just get a bit of a shot of them.
Right, so we'll go to the right.
There's another bridleway there that takes it to the left, where he's running. Yeah? And just deviating from the normal route, just to see if I can get a glimpse of the ponies. The wild ponies, the fell ponies. I'm hoping you can see them there. Woohoo! It's fabulous up on the fell here. Not at all technical, but just miles of off-road loveliness. A lot of grass, a little bit of hardcore rocky surface, but all perfectly doable. It's a very, very popular walking route. Hello. Such a glorious Sunday afternoon. Why wouldn't you be out enjoying it? It's strange how different at different times of year this route looks. Don't you think, as the ground dries and you lose any puddles or anything that you have? Should shortly be getting views on the left onto Ullswater itself. But our plan is to swing a right further along here, gain a bit more altitude, and then double back on ourselves so that we're looking directly onto the lake. In fact, that's where we're going to go, right at those crossroad signs there. I can't stress enough how wonderful this area is to ride. It is such fun. Okay, power up, gears down, and off we go. We've done this ride many a time. It's one of our favourites because it's local to us. This and the Ardendale Great Askham Fells, but that little bit more gentle than the Lake District Fells, which makes them much more interesting to ride for our age. No, I shouldn't say that. For those that want less technical routes, let's put it that way. Fab. Okay, let's go near the edge and see what we can see. a bit wild as well. Yeah, let's go on a bit. Looks like the husband's having a pit stop. Find a way through. Beautiful. So many skylarks up here. It's wonderful. Coming across. Yeah, so you got Pooley Bridge in the bottom there. Lots of cafes, bed and breakfasts, hotels, you name it, it's down there. Just a small village. At the top end, the north end of Ullswater, the lake. So many routes up here. And it's all beautiful. I think I'll bomb it down here, Nigel. Yeehaw! As long as I don't get down a rabbit hole. I don't know. I've seen footage. I don't do a head over heels tumble. And we're heading for that gateway ahead. And that in the bottom ahead is Askham, where we're heading. You might just be able to see Lowther Castle on the hillside among the trees. And it's like a little fairy tale princess castle. And then coming down off that trail, the road comes onto a tarmac route as it heads into Askham village itself. So just coming down into the centre of the village, there's a couple of pubs here. Village post office come shop, and also you've got Askham Hall, which is a cafe and it's a wedding venue as well as someplace like a restaurant to eat. So there's Askham stores. You come out of the junction there, turn to your right, and then staggered junction, we go to the left. An absolutely lovely village. It's like a period drama here. It's like you've stepped back in time, apart from the cars going through it obviously. Travelling alongside the River Lowther again, and just before we start climbing the hill we've got a left-hand turn. Hurry up, Nietzsche. And along this track up on the hill, you can see it, we've got Lowther's own church. This is a brilliant trail put in by Lowther. And we've done 19 miles at this point. The surface of this is compacted, very, very loose gravel. Good surface, quite smooth. One you can push your wheelchair along, or a pram. So just at this bridge here, if you go up and turn left, you can extend your ride and head towards Penrith. Off-road right through to Emont Bridge. But we're going to just go up here and to the right. And make our way back to the castle. At this point, the gravel turns to tarmac, but it isn't a road. So we're just taking this trail, following it along, crosses the road that comes out of Askham towards the A6. And we're going to go straight across towards the castle. And again, the tarmac turned to loose gravel, but quite smooth. Oh, that's so smooth, there's somebody pushing a pram ahead. And there you have the castle. Magnificent, isn't it? Going right, left. I see we've got a path here that's used. We might as well use it. It would be rude not to. Hi. And there we have it. Back to the castle. And this is us back on Lowther car park. We've done, or we will have done by the time I get to the car, 20.5 miles. I hope you like the route when you look at the video, and if so, hopefully you'll get to ride it. And if not this one, there's many other routes up the Askham Fells that you can do, vary the route accordingly. And at this point, it's time to say cheerio. This route is approximately 55% off-road, and the remainder mainly on very quiet country lanes. We love this route because it is so easy, but at the same time so much fun to ride. The views along the way are fabulous. Once up the fell, anyone who wants to make it a little bit more adventurous and technically challenging can look at a ride down the fell to Helton, or indeed continue up towards Lowther Hill. Definitely a mountain biker's ride. Hopefully you'll have found the video useful, and if so, please like and subscribe. Cheerio for now.